Mark White on this, and he'll fill you in. Mark.
Well, we know that the Ministry of Defence in the UK have been providing regular updates from Defence Intelligence, which is clearly very useful for us as we're getting official assessments from their intelligence assets on the ground, their satellite imagery, and they're, of course, very close liaising with those Ukrainian troops on the ground. Now, what the UK Ministry of Defence has said is that the Russian advance on Kiev has made little progress in the past 24 hours, probably, they say, as a result of continuing logistical difficulties. And a satellite image has been showing that huge armoured division, which is now some 40 miles long, but making little progress, according to the UK Ministry of Defence. They also say that Russian forces have increased their use of artillery both north of Kiev and in the vicinities of Kharkiv in the northeast and Chernihiv. The use of heavy artillery, it says, in densely populated urban areas greatly increases the risk of civilian casualties. And we have got, of course, just in the last 15 minutes or so, that breaking news of a missile strike in that city, the second largest city in Ukraine, Kharkiv, in the northeast, a missile strike of an administrative government building right in the city centre. You can see on the image the missile going in, a huge explosion, and very concerning, of course. It's right in the city centre and there's traffic going about. We were looking at the time code and date stamp on this. It's today's date, and it was 8:02 local time, so just after 6 in the morning our time. You can see the aftermath of that as well, describing it for our radio listeners of rubble on the ground, burnt out cars, and the building clearly very significantly damaged, likely to have been people inside that building as well. One more line from the UK Ministry of Defence that I think is very significant and worth imparting. They say that the Russian military has not yet gained full control of Ukrainian airspace, and that means they're conducting quite a lot of their logistical and flight operations at night to try to limit the potential for casualties, the potential for their aircraft being shot down by these shoulder-launched missiles. So the fact that Russia, what are we now, 6 days into this conflict, still haven't got full control of Ukrainian airspace, according to the UK Ministry of Defence, I think is very significant.